Welcome back to Hardcore Heroes, everybody. So, I think you guys are heading back to Stromheim.
Yeah. Can we get a carriage to go there? So we don't have to deal with any fucking spiders this time?
You can go to Copper Hill and rent a carriage.
Yeah, he's like right outside of town, right?
Yeah, you can make it to Copper Hill before the sun goes down.
Cool. So we'll look into getting a carriage, I think.
Okay. That's easy enough to do there. It is 1 gold a day plus a silver per head from Copper Hill to Stromheim. So that's 2 gold.
And then there's 3
heads, so 6.
plus the dogs.
Yeah.
What are the dogs? Are they just an extra head?
Yeah. So 6, 7, 8, 9,
So
10.
2.5.
So 3 gold total.
Wait, why 10?
Because there's
silver
5
per head,
heads.
Yeah, you said it was a silver per head.
Yeah, 5 heads times 2 days.
Oh,
Oh
2
no,
days.
it's only 1
Okay.
day. Yeah, yeah. So it's 5 silver, 1 gold
okay.
and 5 silver to get
so
there.
2.5 gold. Cool.
One and a half gold. It's only 1 day to Stromheim.
Oh, okay.
1 day by carriage, 2 days by foot.
Sounds good. Okay.
Did you pay for it, Van, or did?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
You can get the next one. It was only a gold and a half.
Aren't you guys super low on money?
Yes.
Aren't you poor? Don't you want all those riches down there?
I have
Thousands
only
of
got
gold.
10 gold. I've only got 10 gold.
Can we even carry thousands of gold, Malachi? We're gonna have to buy a wheelbarrow before we go there.
We'll work something out.
Honestly, we should probably go to Shirebrook and get Jeeves.
It's a long way back to Shirebrook, though.
I don't give a shit. This is Joris's problem. It's not mine.
Yeah, but I haven't got anything to study on the way. It seems like a waste of days. Look, the least we can do is go and check it out. I mean, we could just go in invisible and see what's down there.
We're about to get attacked by something.
Hey, we're in the carriage, unless it's a griffin.
Well, the carriage will leave tomorrow, so you guys have to spend the day in Rainwood.
Oh, excellent.
Copper Hill.
In Copper Hill.
Yeah. Alright. So you guys can spend the night in Copper Hill, and then we can just skip forward to your journey down to Stromheim and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We know what tavern Jeeves is staying in and everything, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into getting him a messenger.
He might die on the road on his own.
Actually, hold on. Let me see if I still have a spell here. Oh, did I lose it? No, I got it.
I wonder if Joris has
cool.
any hell flying around.
I can totally get a message to him. So is there a way, like, do I know what the tavern looks like back in the one that he's staying at? Like, could I give any sort of things that would make it distinctly unique from other buildings around it?
Yes. You grew up in Shirebrook. You know all the inns and taverns in town.
Okay, basically, absolutely. I have a spell called Messenger, right? And it lets me make a tiny sized creature a messenger. And then for me, it'll work for 6 days. So I can make like a bird or something fly a message to that tavern. But they're not very smart. So I need to give them like visual cues as to what they need to go for. So I can tell it to go in the direction of Shirebrook. That's no problem. The problem would be I'd have to tell it what tavern to go to. So I'd have to make sure that it gets to the right building.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if I'm able to describe that building in enough detail.
Simple. Okay. Yeah, I think you could probably dictate a specific building.
Yeah.
You probably couldn't pick out the building that he's in, but you could probably get it to another inn in the area, and if there's a message, say get this message to a person in the town.
Okay, and then I could specify in the message who to go to.
Right, and so you would kind of be relying on the innkeeper or somebody to like find this message on the bird and deliver it.
I mean, it's better than nothing. I'm not really going to put anything sensitive in there. Like, it's not like I'm putting in information that can't fall into enemy hands. So
right.
I'm going to tear a page out from the ledger that I have, and he's going to write a quick note to Jeeves saying, we're up north right now, still alive. We'll pay you your dues when we get back. I'm sure you still have plenty of back pay to go off of. So don't worry, we're not dead. Just like a little thumbs up at the end. And then seals it off and writes, to to Jeeves at the whatever inn he's staying at, and then just from Van Hart.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Animal. I do have to nap to be able to take that spell, but I have nap memorized, so I can just do that.
Well, it's the next day anyway, isn't it?
I think it's before sundown, but I can just go ahead and get it done before the next day.
Sure.
Okay.
So I'll call like a bird or something and tell it to fly to one of the inns in town.
Okay. Do you have to have it on a specific? No. Okay, so it's got a range.
I'll just like tie it to its leg. Yeah. So if it can fly there within 6 days, then it will be fine.
Okay. That's definitely well within bird range.
All right. Well, we spend the night and head off to. How far of a walk is Joris's place from Copper Hill? Can I like drop
An
in on it?
hour. It's maybe 15 minutes off the road, and maybe another 45 minutes on the road to town.
No, I was going to ask him if he had any pearls, but he probably wouldn't give me one for free. So.
Charge you at least full price, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
I really don't like this guy.
Is there
At first he was going savage on Malachi, and I thought, oh, this guy's pretty cool. And then he started talking himself up, and I thought, oh, this guy's kind of a dick.
is there a jeweler in Copper Hill?
Yes, there is.
Can I have my jade gemstones looked up?
You can. The jeweler tells you that they are worth 100 gold each.
Oh, damn. How much does he want for that knowledge?
He wants 10 gold. 10% of the price of one of them.
Okay, I'll give him 10 gold.
So we're
Can I
four
sell
of
him one of
those?
the gemstones for 100 gold?
Excuse me?
Can I sell him one of the gemstones?
You could trade him for a pearl, too.
He'll make
Yeah.
that trade.
So I'll trade one for a pearl and then keep one, and then sell one for gold coins.
Okay, he will only buy them at 80% of their value. He's happy to trade equivalencies, but for an actual selling, he's got to make a profit somehow.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll get a pearl and 80 gold for 2.
Okay.
And then I'll cast Identify that day then, or that evening.
Identify takes 8 hours of prepping the area. So
Yeah, do
you
it when
would-
we're in Stromheim. Whenever,
outside?
like, what?
I mean, like, is it not mid-afternoon when this happens? Can I
I
not?
think
No,
it was
it-
almost sundown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well just do it in Stromheim because I'm going to be studying there anyways, and we've got plenty of things that we have to do there.
Okay.
All right. You guys head out the next day to Stromheim and make it there intact. And on the way, you learn Clairaudience.
No, I don't, because I gave the spellbook away.
Oh.
I think that's why he asked right before he went up.
Yeah.
Oh, you were 1 day away.
Damn.
Down. Nope, I've taken it off. It's gone. Although, I actually can I start learning comprehend languages?
If you have access to a book that has it, then yeah.
I do, I've already failed it twice.
What is the chance to learn?
75%.
No.
Fuck
You rolled a natural 100 on the die.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, I spend however many days learning that. For fuck's sake.
Since you rolled a natural 100, is it just like a mess? Like he went in frustrated having failed this twice, and he just like it's just like a pitiful attempt.
Yeah. Can I like never learn that spell now?
I think you just get really confused for the rest of the day, and you have a hard time understanding what other people are saying to you, and everyone has to like repeat themselves.
Yeah, comprehend no languages.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh man.
You guys eventually make it back to Stromheim. The carriage driver asks if you would like to continue all the way home, all the way back to Shirebrook. Apparently, she overheard you at some point in time talking.
No, I think I'm fine.
Her face looks a little dejected. She unloads your bags at an inn, and
But
takes her seat.
actually, are you heading to Shirebrook?
Can be. for a price.
Oh, no. If you were going to go on the way, I would have asked you to carry a message.
No.
Okay. That's fine. Just going to send, like, all of these messages to Jeeves through all these different messengers. One of them will reach him.
Van, may I take your scimitar for the day?
Sure. Consider the pearl my share of that gem you sold. Or I know you told me about selling the gems, right? I know how you got. Yeah. So consider that my share of the first jade that you sold.
Darth
identify spell.
pipes up a little bit and goes, "What about my share?
That's true.
I did more in that battle than Van did."
I throw him one of the stones.
Yeah, Darth takes it.
Okay. All right. I get a room nail and I start casting Identify. Beforehand, I say, Van, do all the research you can on this temple and golems that are down there.
Sure.
You can't convince yourself.
First, Van Helsing has to take a nap because he needs to memorize a very important second level spell.
All right, so you guys have a few days in Stromheim. Well, I guess as many as you'd like.
Yeah. So on the first day, while Malachi is getting ready to cast that Identify spell, Van Helsing is going to take Wolf and Bear to a different room and cast Speak with Animals.
Shit. This day was always coming.
Yeah.
Okay. You can speak with animals now.
Yeah, let me see how long it lasts for you. Duration is 2 rounds a level, so it'll last for 12 minutes.
And you can only speak with one animal, though.
Oh, shit, you're right. All right, I think I'll speak with Bear since I charmed him. And I'll... Oh, wait, no, I just napped, so I can...
Let it twice,
yeah. And then I'll just cast it on both of them and have 2 of them up for the duration.
Okay.
So I'll drop the Flame Blade since we're in town. Or I'll
Flame
burn
Blade's
that, I guess.
first level? No, okay,
No,
speak
second
with animals
level.
second.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew.
It doesn't matter. I have 5 of both first and second level, so it doesn't really make much difference.
All right.
So yeah, I cast Speak with Animals on both of them, and I think it's... Yeah. Hey!
Hi!
Hey! You understand me?
Yeah! You speak! Oh my god!
Yeah,
He speaks!
I do speak.
He speaks!
Wondering, do you have anything on your mind? You've been traveling with us all this time, and we've never spoken with you before.
The head! Scratch the head!
Scratches the head.
Oh my god! Oh!
Oh wait, is Bear still charmed by that charm person or animal spell that I cast? It has a duration.
The duration depends on the animal's intelligence.
Yeah, dogs are pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Every 3 months, and he just makes another check to see if he breaks out of it.
Oh, it has not been 3 months.
Okay.
Sir.
So he's still charmed. That's cool.
The dogs seem very happy. One wants you to scratch the head, the other wants you to scratch the shoulders.
Cool, yeah. Van keeps that up and has a conversation. And he kind of like, I think he'll talk to them about the different battles, like ask them about the Chimera that we killed.
Chimera? What's Chimera?
Big thing. With wings, the 3 heads, you ripped its legs off.
Scale 1. Yeah. Scales, yeah.
That was good. That was good. You saved my life. I appreciate that.
Mean one. Smelled bad.
Yeah.
Very aggressive.
I think we just have an awesome 12-minute conversation.
At any point in this conversation, do you address the dogs by their name?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do they react to that, actually?
They are very confused. What? Bear! Where's the bear?
Malachi is taken to calling you those things. He refers to you. He kind of points to Wolf. He says, Malachi calls you Wolf and you Bear.
Wolf seems very proud by this. Bear growls and goes, I'm not Bear.
Oh no.
What are you?
I'm Dog.
Dog. Right. Yes. Sure. Well, I'll call you Dog from now on. Sorry, we'd never had a chance to speak with you before. I didn't know what you'd prefer to be called.
Called? Name? What? Huh?
Name. Like I'm human, right?
That's my name.
I'm human, right?
Human.
But I have a name. People call me Van. It's a way to distinguish, or not to, you don't, they don't understand the fucking word. It's a way to tell yourself apart from another dog.
Just sniff. And unique smell.
But what if we have to call you? What if we can't see or smell you? We have to hear you, or you have to hear us.
Yeah, you make sound. I hear sound.
Right. But what? How would you know that we're calling for Wolf or you?
Sound.
This isn't going anywhere. I think they have a bit of a confusing conversation at that point, and then it steers back into talking about things that we've, heroically slaughtered together.
Yeah, they're pretty happy with the hunting that they've done. They let you know that they like Jeeves a lot. They really like Jeeves. They miss Jeeves.
Okay. Tell him I sent him a message. We should be seeing him again soon.
What's the message?
I sent him words over a long distance. I sent him a
Jeeves?
sound.
You talk Jeeves?
Yes, over a long distance. Not right now, but earlier. Before.
Huh? Before Chimera?
No. Yesterday?
Before nap. Yeah.
Oh god. Okay, yeah, I think we need to stop this. I can't.
Okay.
I have nowhere else to go with this.
Yeah.
Van walks out of that room feeling fulfilled. That's what's important.
That is the important thing. So the dogs are happy. They seem pretty stoked. They miss Jeeves. Bear is awfully confused by his name. Wolf is down with his.
Okay. I think Malachi's prepping the spell, but later on I'll probably tell him about that. But right now, Van is going to head to the temple in town and ask about reading some text that they have on hand, because I want to learn about golems.
You are a cleric, so they permit you into their temple and allow you to read their scriptures. So, there are a few old things on golems. Not many. But let's see what we can tell you about a golem.
Cool. And if that's not, like it's Stromheim, there's other sources too, I would assume. Like I'll find historians and stuff like that if this doesn't get me anything good.
Okay, so it seems that there are basically... Golems can be divided into a few sections. You've got greater and lesser, and then you've got clerical and wizard golems. They don't have anything really on wizard golems. They only have them on the clerical ones.
That's fine.
Which include clay golems are clerical based. Is that seriously it? No. Gargoyle golems are clerical based. Scarecrow golems are cleric based. And that's it.
What do they have on clay golems?
They have a short passage. Only clerics of the lawful or good deities may create clay golems. The body needs to be sculpted from a single block of clay weighing at least 1,000 pounds. And there's a little side note, usually takes a month. And the vestments for the golem cost upwards of 30,000 GP each. And apparently can be reused. The spells used to create golems are Resurrection, Animate Object, Commune, Prayer, and Bless.
Okay, so if lawful or good clerics are necessary to create clay golems, is it possible for like a lawful or good cleric to negotiate with one? Is there anything on that?
No, there is no negotiation with golems. They are completely and utterly mindless. They do not think. They are given an instruction by the creator and follow it unto death.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Clay golems, dull golems, gargoyles, glass, necrophidiuses, and scarecrows can all be done by priests. But for some reason, a lot of these require wizard spell. Oh, okay. No, I just didn't see some of them have multiple ones. Okay. So it's clay, dull, gargoyle, glass, necrophidius, and scarecrow can be done by priests.
Okay.
Scarecrow
is there anything
is
about how fast they are, by chance? Like if they're just slow, lumbering behemoths? Like, I'm not looking for a specific speed number. Whether or not they can just like chase down an Olympic sprinter would be an interesting
Golems
thing.
are generally considered to be quite slow, but
Okay.
they're also entirely fearless. They would never check for morale or anything like that,
Okay.
and will do whatever it is in their power to track down their target and end their lives.
All right. With that noted. Okay. So in that case, I will. Oh. Is there anything about like their combat capabilities? Since they were made for like defending temples, is there anything about what they can do in combat?
Yes. Apparently, golems, clay golems are roughly 8-ish feet tall, or take some, and they are incredibly strong. It notes that they have the strength of a stone giant.
Okay.
It notes that clay golems are particularly obnoxious because piercing and slashing type weapons just get stuck in the clay and don't really do too much. You need to sort of like bludgeon the clay out of shape.
Okay. That's terrible.
Clay golems also have the ability to magically increase their speed via something very similar to a haste spell.
That's also terrible.
It does note that they're vulnerable to certain spells.
Which are
Move Earth, Disintegrate, and Earthquake.
spells that I do not have. So this is entirely terrible. All right.
Yep.
So Van is going. He's got his ledger, and I think he's taking notes on some of the more terrible things in here. So I'm actually going to put these down. Vulnerable to spells we don't have. Slow but able to outrun us anyways. Do not give a shit about armor. About as much as a stone giant. Okay, so Van will take those notes, and I think he's going to head back to the inn for now.
There's also a note on the haste section. There's like a little footnote that says this is a particularly short-lived version of the haste spell.
Okay. One other bit then. So since I can't use a slashing weapon, do I need to have a magical weapon?
It makes no mention of magical weapon, but that might be an omission, or it might not need it.
So I don't know.
And I was mistaken. Disintegrate is actually pretty useless against them. Not
Oh,
useful.
so Earthquake is great.
Move Earth and Earthquake are great. Disintegrate is kind of crap.
Okay, let me make sure I don't have Move Earth. I'm pretty sure I don't. No. And I think I get Earthquake, but at a higher level. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so I will take those notes and head back to the inn for a while and wait for Malachi to finish the identifying.
Okay. Malachi, what are you identifying?
The scimitar first.
Okay, and it is a 60% chance to get a reading.
Yes.
You fail the scimitar.
Fuck's sake. The cloak again.
Did you had already gotten some readings from it, right?
Yeah, I heard that it lets me climb walls as if I'm a spider.
Right. Your mic is getting a little low.
Yeah, is that better?
That's so much better.
Okay.
In addition to the wall climbing ability, the cloak grants the wearer immunity to entrapment webs of any sort. The wearer can actually move in webs at a rate equal to that of a spider that created the web, or a base movement rate of 6 in other cases.
That's cool.
Okay.
Another
Pretty sweet.
reading on it?
Yep. Am I too loud now, by the way, chat?
I don't know.
Feel loud.
Once per day, the wearer of this cloak can cast a double-sized web spell that operates like the second-level wizard spell.
Holy shit. How do I cast it? Is it
It's
a
just you
word?
channel it through the cloak.
Alright, cast web once per day. Alright, I'll do it again.
The wearer is less subject to the poisons of arachnids. You gain a +2 bonus to your saving throws versus poison. from spiders.
Has he discovered everything about this cloak now?
I don't know.
I assume we took that into account last week.
Oh my god.
That didn't matter last week.
Well, I was wearing it last week.
You were wearing it last week.
I
But,
think he still failed the save.
You still failed your saves pretty badly.
Yeah. What I'm saying is,
I thought you were rolling like single digits on those.
I'll roll again then.
Nope, that's it.
Nothing left to learn, or I failed.
Nothing left to learn.
I can't try the scimitar again.
Nope, not until you level.
Okay, I'll try out my magic candle.
Your what?
My magic candle that lights when I click my fingers. Is there anything else hidden about that?
60% chance?
Yeah.
Failed.
Oh no, the magic candle. Alright, I go to sleep after that.
Okay. You all wake up the next day. Were you learning a spell? You were learning something, weren't you?
Comprehend languages.
Right, and you failed. Right.
Yeah, but I'm still learning it technically, aren't I?
Right, and that's a second level spell?
Yeah.
Cool. So, you guys spend a day in Stromheim. Eventually, Malachi emerges exhausted, his constitution temporarily lowered by 8 points.
I think he fell. Did you sleep it off for the night? Is what you did?
Yeah.
Okay. So in the morning, Van will head over to your room and say, "Well, Malachi, I read up quite a bit about clay golems, and they are terrible, as I suspected. Do you want me to read you some of my notes?"
Yeah, sure.
They are incredibly strong, about as strong as stone giants. They are vulnerable to certain spells, but don't worry about that because we don't have access to any of those.
Right. What kind of spells?
Earthquake? I do know of the spell, but it is far beyond my understanding. And Move Earth, which I do not believe I know anything about. Yeah, I know nothing about that. What else? Oh, they are quite slow, as all golems are, but they're able to cast a spell to make themselves run much faster. So that's also terrible.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, Van. If they are slow generally, they probably only attack quite slowly. I could summon some brunt monsters. Might keep them occupied for a while.
Here's my issue with this, Malachi. I've been looking at my spells. Basically, everything I have is useless.
That can't be true.
Did I know if Golem... was there a drawing? Do they have eyes, Neil?
They do.
Okay, I might be able to blind them, but that is about it.
You also get... Oh, yeah.
What?
Nope, nothing. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm going for anything I can get, Neil.
I need to stop talking.
That's fine.
We could, if we napped outside the temple, I could cast Fly on myself.
Yeah, if you want to fly in there, like maybe we go 10 minutes flying distance away, that's got to be a decent distance running. You go in there, fireball and magic missile them, and then fly back out. I'd be fine with that. That doesn't involve me going down there and being nothing but a meat shield.
Yeah, but I can tank them as well with some low-level monsters, but we need to see how big the chamber is. If it's too small for me to fly around in, it's not much good.
I think you should probably still be the one to go down there. With your fly, wouldn't you go faster than a man on foot?
I could turn invisible as well.
Sure.
Well, if you'll permit me to check it out, Van, at the very least.
Sure, we can travel up there. One other bit in that case, I can cast Nap on you so that you can recover your spells. You can go in there, cause as much destruction as you want, come back out, and we can do the process again.
Yeah, okay. I think we can handle them. How hard can they be?
You'll be the one to find out.
All right, let's go. Let's go and find Joris.
Sure. I guess we're going to rent another carriage and head back to Copper Hill.
Another 1.5 golds. And
Sure, you can take
guys
this one.
Yeah.
head on back to Copper Hill. You can make it to... Oh, so that was a day there, a day
By the way,
in
how close to the full moon are we?
Good question.
Said to remind you about it, but I don't remember. I think I have it in my notes as to what day it's on, but I don't know what day it is.
It was the 21st. The full moon was on the 19th, actually, 3 days ago.
Oh, so we passed it.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. So that means that Darf did not turn into a lycanthrope.
Darf Nope, he did not werewolf it up.
Awesome. So that's one quest line we succeeded on without even knowing about it.
What, Darth, whether he was infected or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think I have it in here. Yeah. Okay, so we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
We head to Joris. Oh, I give you the scimitar back and tell you that I wasn't able to find anything out about it. It missed.
Were you able to find anything out about the cloak?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you try with the scimitar?
I did. I think the magic on the scimitar must be more powerful than that cloak. I'm not
I
able
hope so.
to understand it. But the cloak is interesting. It's rather ironic.
Is
really.
it?
It almost turns me into a spider.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I can cast webs, climb up walls, that sort of thing.
Will it make spiders stop attacking us on the road?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, let's go back to Copper Hill.
All right.
Okay, you guys make it back to Copper Hill, hop off just a little bit before the road, and make your way down to Joris's place.
Mm-hmm. All right, we go in.
He sees you guys. It's it's just about sundown, maybe half hour before. The sun's getting pretty low in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Joris sees you guys show up. He's out on the front porch with his dogs. And goes, well, look what came back.
Spare me your condescending lectures. Where's the location?
I whisper to the driver of the carriage. Just stick around for an hour.
Driver will chill.
All right. Joris. All right, we've done our research, and we'll go and check it out. So you need to tell us everything you know about these golems. If there's any way to deactivate them, or if there's any other dangers lurking once we get past them. The layout of the temple, how big is the chamber that they reside in?
There's a surefire way to deactivate them. Bludgeon the shit out of them. Or, however else you can think of. Literally breaking apart the magic that binds them together.
Mm-hmm. How big is that chamber?
Quite large, actually.
If I were to fly around in the sky above them, would I be invulnerable from them?
Are you capable of casting such a powerful spell?
Are you not?
I fly for breakfast.
Then yes, I can fly. Any wizard worth his salt can fly.
Well, maybe you guys aren't such pipsqueaks after all. I get a lot of fans coming by, and they're usually, oh, I want to be just like you. And then, you send them off after a couple of golems, and you never hear from them again.
Really? Maybe it's because these golems are incredibly dangerous.
I think it's mostly because people suck, and they overestimate their abilities.
I think it might be because the golems are incredibly dangerous. Did you know they're as strong as stone giants?
I might have heard rumors about that, but those are unconfirmed. All right.
No, it's quite confirmed.
Where did you hear this information?
Stromheim.
Who the hell in Stromheim knows anything about golems these days?
The temple. We have plenty of old...
well, come on. They overestimate everything. Of course they're going to overestimate their guards. That way, people think these golems are scary, and then they don't go in and fight them. And that's all propaganda. You can't trust those clerics.
Mm-hmm. I trust them a hell of a lot more than I trust you, Joris.
Tough crowd today. All right.
So, yeah, the flying idea. You think that would work?
Perhaps.
They can't fire any sort of clay missiles at me, can they?
No, but I think they can probably throw rocks.
I'm gonna laugh if you just get brained by a stone thrown by one of the golems. I mean, I'll be sad that we lose Malachi, but that'd be a hell of a way to go.
Yeah.
That'd be right out of Dwarf Fortress.
Now, I have I guess if you could fly, you also know how to make yourself disappear, right?
Yep.
I think there's like a 40% chance that might not work against these guys. Because I specifically sent I guess he wasn't really an apprentice. He didn't pass the test. But I sent a fellow worshiper like yourself in there, knowing, just sent him to walk past the golems while invisible, grab the loot, and take off, bring it back to me, and he never showed back up. I went to go check in on his family, and they said they didn't see him again either. So I don't know if he was an idiot and got himself killed, or if maybe being invisible isn't such a useful tool after all.
You really think they can throw rocks?
If there's any lying around, I would imagine so.
I mean, I think
Do they have
animating
hands?
something to walk and fight is hard enough that throwing rocks in shouldn't be that much harder.
Well, do they have hands? If they're just big clubs for arms, they wouldn't be able to pick the rocks up.
They probably have hands. I mean, golems are usually anthropomorphically correct.
You have
Although
any
I
spells?
don't know what's underneath their clothes. Maybe they're not that anthropomorphically correct. Anatomically correct. That's the word I meant, not anthropomorphically. Anatomically. God, I gotta stop drinking so much wine.
Do you have any spells that might protect against rocks or such things?
Don't you have a spell for that, Malachi?
I have a spell that could help significantly, yes. But if thrown with enough force, I'm not sure it would deter them.
Yeah, I got one of those lying around one of these spell books. Unfortunately, it doesn't last that long. A great wizard of my abilities could make it last well over an hour.
Well, if it's long enough for me to fly in there and cast my spells and leave again.
Well, I wouldn't be able to cast it upon you and let you get there in time. is my
No, of
point.
course. Perhaps you could permit me to learn the spell. It's in all of our interests, is it not?
Being stingy with your spells might not be wise at this time. Bear in mind, you are the one on the verge of bankruptcy.
Well, I mean, I'm not on the verge of bankruptcy. Don't let my
no, of course
earlier
not.
eagerness
Sorry.
to. I mean, I'm not. I mean, clearly, look.
Right,
look,
no, you're doing quite well for yourself, I'm sure.
I just. Apparently, I have expensive taste, and I just didn't realize it because I was so good at bringing in money earlier in my life. It's not a perfect. It's not perfect, but
What does
it'll
it do?
definitely reduce. It's a protection from normal missile spell. Basic things: arrows, bolts, javelins, spears, stones, that sort of thing. Won't even touch you. Just totally bounce right off you. Bigger things like ballistas, catapults, that sort of thing. They'll still hit you, but it lessens the blow pretty.
Right, but a few rocks taken from a temple floor probably work against, would it?
Yeah. I mean, if someone's down there with a sling, I mean, if they're throwing, iPod-sized rocks, it's probably quite fine. I don't know what sort of rocks they like to throw though. But it should help.
All right, well, you teach me it.
Oh, I can try to teach it to you. I don't know if you can learn it.
If you'll permit us to stay for a day or two, then that would probably be beneficial.
He nods.
Van, what do you say?
Sure, yeah. I'm not in a rush.
All right, so we hang out for a few days while I learn the spell thing.
Okay. Okay, so it's a 3rd level spell. It'll take you 3d2 days to attempt to learn it. Oh, ow.
Do I get a bonus because he's teaching it to me?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But since we're just going to stick around until you learn it, you can go ahead and just roll the percentage on your own.
All right,
Let me
let's do
bring
it.
up the percentage.
Neil,
Yeah.
this is a bit off topic, but out of curiosity, do merchants accept stones as like a form of currency?
Yeah, if they feel comfortable enough that what you're selling them, you know that's actually the right price, they will.
So if
just
you had a
trade
lot of
cash.
gold on you, they'd totally trust that you had like a real jade gemstone or something.
Probably.
Okay, so we definitely shouldn't have sold that one then.
I passed.
Nice. Protection from normal missiles is added to your character sheet or your spell sheet in just a moment.
And it took 3D 2 days.
It takes 2, 4, 5 days to learn.
Okay.
Joris will house you and feed you in this time. You
Sure.
also, yeah, you failed. Languages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
New month?
No, 27th.
Okay.
Fuck. Really? God, I'm low on cash.
Joris, one thing I didn't see about golems, do they have eyes?
Huh.
Do
I
they
mean,
use
they've got
visual
eyes
organs?
carved on them, but I don't know if they... I don't
Do you
think
think-
they see in the same way that we see, but I don't know how they see.
Do you think a bright flash of light would blind them?
Are you talking like a light spell to the eyes?
I'm thinking pyrotechnics.
Oh.
Or glitter dust.
Ooh. Hmm. You know, I'm not sure.
Shit, I was like, wait, I didn't have these spells before, and then I realized I was looking at the generic spell list.
Yeah, he is not sure. He says it's worth a shot. Might not work, but hey, better than nothing, right?
Yeah.
All right, Malachi, you're learned protection from normal missiles.
Yes.
Is there anything else you guys would like to be picking up?
I ask if he happens to have any magical scimitars.
No, no.
Could you identify the one I do have?
I
We're gonna be gone
could.
for a few days. While we're in Copperhill, we should pick up some blunt weapons. It's not gonna do me much good in that tomb.
All right, why don't we do this?
You can identify it.
identify this-
If we don't complete it, you don't have to tell me what it is. I don't.
Well, if you don't complete it, you'll be dead.
Probably.
And I'll just
or we
keep
could
it.
escape. But no, if we come back and we haven't done the job, you don't have to tell me what you found out, but you probably won't be doing much while we're gone.
You know, why don't you guys do the job, and if you come back, then I'll identify it. It only takes a day, and we'll want to spend a day in Revels anyway.
Sure.
Sounds like a fair deal. Malachi, do you have a shield spell?
Yes.
All right, you might want to use one of those too.
Mm-hmm.
And in case you young whippersnappers don't understand the nuances of magic, sleeps, hold persons, hold charms, none of them affect these guys since they don't really have a mind.
Yeah.
So, just as a heads up, no mind effect.
Unfortunately, I can soften earth and clay and stone into mush, but it doesn't work on golems.
Yeah, too much magic around those guys.
Well.
All right, well, why don't you guys prep your spells, and on the other side of our break, we will see you descend into the golem pit.
Or just me.
Yeah, it's gonna be you first. See, I'm fully expecting us to find these. Or are we off? Are we off now?
No, we're still live.
Okay, let's wait until we get a break.
Let's take a break. See you guys in a minute.